The brand new Create Mod update is here and it's awesome. Now this update adds in tons of things including what feels like ziplining. And with the brand new 6.0 update, I'm going to do a quick overview of everything that was added. Now what we were writing is the new block called the chain conveyor. You can connect two chain conveyors together with chains. They sort of connect similar to how trains do, but just in a straight line. They can be at varying heights or just straight across, however you want it really. Now another awesome thing they added in this update was the package frog port, the packager, and the desk bell. Now yeah, sure, oh, desk bell, that's kind of cool. You can click it, makes noise, who cares? I'll get to that in a second. But I'd definitely say one of the coolest things they added this update was the package frog port and the packager. You can put items into this chest, so I'm gonna transfer this stack of diamonds. And I want this stack of diamonds to go from, let's act like this is my home, all the way over to, let's imagine this to be my second base. So in order to do that, I'd place down a storage, so it could be like a barrel, chest, whatever you want really. A packager going into it, it should look like that. Then you need to place a sign next to it. This will be the address that you want to send the package that the frog port spits out to. So in this case, I'm sending a package from home to my second base. And the frog port over here would be named second base right up here. And you do connect these things by right clicking with the frog port in your hand and placing it down, and that's now connected to this line, and they both will be connected. But anyways, I want to send the diamonds from over here to home to second base. So all you have to do once it's in there and set up and given an address, you have to give this a redstone signal. And you can use a lever or a button, but the brand new bells give a redstone signal. So if I press this, it'll spit it out, and this package will travel all the way onto this chain conveyor, and this guy should pick it up. Yep, and it'll go right into this inventory for you to access. And this has to be one of my favorite features. You can set up entire storage systems with this across your world as long as the chunks are loaded, because these have to work in loaded chunks. Speaking of storage systems, you can make pretty much infinitely expandable storage. So pretty much this time, let's kind of tune all this out. Let's kind of ignore all this. But right here, what I got going on is I got a villager sitting in a red seat, and I have one of the new items called the stock ticker and the stock link. Pretty much you set up a big storage, so I think it'd be best using the item vault just because it holds a lot of blocks, and you can make it as big as you want really. But pretty much you set up a stock ticker anywhere where you want. It doesn't have to be in front of the storage. It could be over here if I wanted to. All you need is this guy, the stock ticker, and a villager. Or you could even use a blaze burner with a blaze in it. Whatever you want. Probably easier to use a blaze burner. But you would build this. Then over here, all you need is a packager and a stock link. But you do have to connect the stock link by right clicking the stock ticker and placing it on the packager. This lets it see everything that's inside of the storage. So now when I right click this villager, you should see everything that's inside the storage. And not only that, you can click it, scroll wheel it. You can take up to 9 items out at a time, and I can click send, and it sends all my items into this storage right here. And the package did get sent up here, but if I right click this, I should be able to shift right click the package, and I'll get all my stuff out of it. And it does kind of look like it uses eggs right now. Let me just get rid of you. But with that said, there's a lot more you can do with that. So you can actually place a frog port above these guys, and you can make infinitely expandable storage with this. So now let's say all of these items in this storage are in this item vault. So it's nowhere else, only in here. But let's say I want some emeralds. So I'm going to go and grab some emeralds. And I'm going to take these emeralds and throw it into this chest, this barrel over here. Now this barrel is not hooked up to the system yet, so I cannot see it in here. But if I grab this stock link and connect it to the network by right clicking the stock ticker and place it on the packager, now when I go over to the villager, all my emeralds are in here, meaning you can infinitely expand this storage as big as you want and access all the items. But the only problem would be is that you can't get your items over to you easily. But that's where the frog port comes in. You can hook these guys up, assuming your chunks are still rendered in. You can hook these guys up with chain conveyors. And now let's say I want to send the emeralds from third base over to home. Since it's already in the same network, all I have to do is come over to the stock ticker and type in home, because that's what the frog port's name is. And I want to send it to home, so I'm putting it down here. So then I would come up here, select all my emeralds, 59 emeralds, hit send, and it will give an address of home to the package, and the Frogport of home will pick it up and put it in here. And if I want to take it out, all you gotta do is select it and have it come out. Now, if you don't want it to send automatically, you could make it so it only receives, or you can make like a depot chest, like somewhere else, and have it just send it to the depot chest by typing it down here. But let's say you don't want to type in the address every single time. All you have to do is place a clipboard right next to the packager, or it doesn't even have to be next to this packager. It could be at this one over here. But all you have to do is come over here and type in hashtag, let's do third base. Now, whenever I go over to my stock keeper and click down here, you'll see third base pop up. I can just press tab and I can say, hey, I want 16 diamonds to third base. It'll send it out and it will go through the system and eventually make its way to third base. And then I can access my diamonds at third base. And the same works vice versa. And you can just keep coming around here and typing in second base, if that's what you name your other Frogport, because that's what this Frogport's name is. And you can send all your stuff to your second base, and it'll go straight over for you to access whenever you want. And not only that, they added in another block called the redstone requester. Now this, you do have to give a redstone signal, but all you have to do is come over here, right click it and tune it to your network, place down the block, then come in here, and you can even grab it from JEI. So let me get that out of there real quick. And you can just look up diamond, and you can just drag it over. So now it's going to send a diamond. So I click OK. So now that confirms it in here. So say I want a diamond, all I gotta do is press this bell up here and it will send out a redstone signal to the redstone receiver. And it will send a diamond out, and it won't have an address assigned to it because I didn't have it go through a system. But I can just come over here, pick up the cardboard package, and you get your diamond. And before we move on, they also added in item hatches. These things are awesome because say I have all this stuff in my inventory, or even let's act like I have a bunch of ores in my inventory. All I gotta do is shift, right click, everything in my inventory goes straight into the stock keeper. And you can also just right click it in, and I almost forgot, but you can also search for everything you want, lock your network so other players cannot get into your network, and you can sort them by coming over here and right clicking with an empty hand on your stock ticker and grabbing attribute filters. You can now put them in the stock ticker to sort out your items. So let's go ahead and move this crate mod items tab. So if I come back in here, all the crate mod items will not be sorted anymore. But if I right click this, the attribute filter, and look up something from the crate mod like a cog, I can drag it over and I can select added by crate with the scroll wheel, hit done, and I can come over here, click new category, and I can drag on the attribute filter I just named, and I can name it whenever I want right here. Hit done, then you'll see all of the items you have in here are sorted by crate mod items. You can do that for anything you want. You can sort by ingredients, ores, and we are not done yet because they added so many more cool things. Now, as you can see here, there are tons of new blocks all around here. They come in even more colors than this. They're not just these colors, but these are tablecloths and table covers. You got them for every type of create mod ore, and obviously you got a bunch of different colors for you to use. But these are not just decorative, even though they look so, because actually these are shops, and they're not just any old shop because they actually interact with the new storage systems they just added. You grab one of these tablecloths and you right click on the shopkeeper, and you can assign what you want to sell by clicking on it, then hit configure. Then everything will go in the tablecloth that's now enchanted looking, and I can place it down and it's all for sale. And you can set the price by coming over here, this little thing right here, and that'll set the price. Now, say I'm a player and I'm coming to the shop and I want to buy all this. I'll come over here, grab my money, because everything is being sold for a single diamond. So let's say I want to buy this furnace and enchant gold apple. All you gotta do, right click it, you get a shopping list. The shopping list tells you everything you're buying and the cost. Not only that, you can come over to other items with the same shopping list, right click it, and it will be added. You can hover over it to see what you're buying, or you can come over to the shopkeeper and it will highlight everything on your screen right there and show you the cost. And if you have the diamonds, all you gotta do is right click it with the shopping list and it will pay it, take the diamonds out of your inventory, and it will come right down here in this little package for you to take. Shift right click it, you got everything you bought. Now, if you're the shop owner, you can come over here, the stock ticker, right click it, you get all of your diamonds or whatever else you set the payment as, and it's just amazing. I actually have so many ideas for this in my survival world. I actually cannot wait for this to be added to Fabric. Now, next up are these little guys, factory gauges. Now, these things are literally so freaking cool because look at them. They look awesome. I don't know. They just look cool, I think. But their real strength lies in their auto crafting. Now with these factory gauges, you come over here, right click your stock link, and you can go ahead and place down a stock link, throw an iron block in it because that's what we want to craft, and we can set this just like that. We're going to set the destination as something random because there is no destination and we don't have this network hooked up to anything else. So I'm going to hit save and close. Now I'm going to right click this and place down another one of these factory gauges. Now in this factory gauge, I'm going to put a single iron ingot, and I'm going to right click the iron block, new connection, connect these two together. And I'm going to go ahead and set this to 9 iron ingots because you need 9 iron ingots to craft 1 iron block. I'm going to hold down right click, and I'm gonna make it so it always has 1 iron block in the storage at all times. Now after you did all that, make sure down here you left click this, and there's no promises that way, so it does search the system for the iron. So now if I come over here and put 64 iron in here, it'll send a signal to the stock link like that. This package should have 9 iron ingots in it. It'll be chopped up by the mechanical saw, pressed by the press, put into a package, and this package will come right back over here and put into the system. And it's really important this gets put into the same system. It doesn't have to be the same actual storage, but it could be a different storage just in the same stock link network. But if I come on over here and check the inventory, you can see there's an iron block inside of it, and it will always keep that many iron blocks in here. And these gauges do show you how much iron is in your storage or whatever else you set this to. You could set this up to make completely automatic farms making andesite alloy. It could be infinitely making item vaults to however much you set, conveyor belts, mechanical presses. You can make whatever you want, and that's why this update is so great. Let me know down below what you make, because there's just so many possibilities of this. But it does not end there, because there's so much more in this update. All right, and next up is the post box. Now before I was talking about chain conveyors, these things only can pass items through chunks that are loaded, but say you want to transfer items through chunks that are unloaded. That's where trains come in, because they load their own chunks. But let's say you want to transit from one base to another, or one farm to another, or one farm to your next base. But now the easy way of doing that is by using the post box. So pretty much same setup as before. You got a barrel or chest, whatever you want to use, a packager, redstone power, and you're assigning an address to the package that comes out. So the address coming out of this will be the depot, and this will be fed into the mailbox with the address as home. So this place represents your home. So in order to make this work automatically, you got to have a train schedule and a second train station with a post box named the address that you set that sign over there too. So over here is the depot. This is where we want all items to go to, and we have a train station here because you have to connect the post boxes to the train stations like that. But over here is our depot, so we want to send any package from home to the depot as the sign says. So in order to do that automatically, you can come over here to the train schedule. The train schedule has a new function. You can come over here to add action. Deliver package and retrieve package are brand new. So first, you want to select retrieve package. This will make the train look for any packages that are in the mailboxes unpicked up, and it will go deliver them to their destination after you put deliver package as the second action. Now you're going to go and hit done and give this to the mob of your choice. I have a parrot here. So if I give him that little hat, he'll be all ready. But he will not start moving yet because I have to go ahead and ship the package. So we have a stack of diamonds here. Give that redstone lever a flick, and we'll put all the diamonds into the white post box. The train will come over here, pick it up, gonna catch a ride, and the train will come all the way over here to the next destination, and it will deliver the package to the depot. The little flag will pop up. Our package will be here for us to pick up. Shift right click, and I got all my diamonds. Now this opens up tons of new possibilities for transferring loot across your world, or even just having a mailing system to all your friends. It's actually amazing. And last but not least, we have all this stuff over here. There's a lot over here, but we're gonna get through it. Now, first off, we have tons of brand new copper textures. I know in the Discord, tons of people are controversial about these. Personally though, I like them, but I did see people making texture packs to change these. I'd ask in the Discord for that, or just look it up on CurseForge, because it's probably on CurseForge. You can see everything has been changed. We even have brand new copper sheet textures. I don't know if the crushed raw copper is different. Let me know. I think these nuggets and these copper sheets are different though. They're pretty cool. We also have copper bars changed. And also ladders got a little bit of a change here too. They can now actually hang like this. Before you needed blocks supporting it, but they actually work like hanging ladders. But I'd say some of the coolest stuff that they added in this brand new update has to be these boxes, because you can hold right click, throw them like an egg. They're also entities, so you can push them around and place them down on the ground, and they got these little faces on them. But not only that, we also have cardboard sword, and the pulp that you use in order to craft the cardboard. Now from my knowledge, you do not need cardboard or these cardboard boxes to ship items between places like we were in the other places. I'm pretty sure it does that automatically in survival, and all of these things are just used to make the vanity items like cardboard boxes. But also with this update, they added in the cardboard sword. Now this thing does 6 attack damage with 5 attack speed, and it is mostly harmless as the description says, but it does do damage to spiders, and it also knocks entities around. So you could use this to transport villagers if you want to get a zombie out of your way, or even just to annoy your friends. I've also noticed if you click really quick like that, it knocks them really far away, but it does not in there, because over here we have cardboard armor, and it is a full set. So if I go ahead and throw all this on, you'll see that I am very stylish. Oh, and I did it. This armor is super weak, but when you have the full set on, when you press crouch, you can turn into a box, and you can still move in it too. Look at that. And the coolest part is that you actually do become a block high. So I can come under here and I can hide from everyone. And not only that, you can blend in with these other boxes. And before I forget, they also added in blocks of cardboard, 2 different types. And finally, right here, we have the redstone pulse timer. This thing is literally just a miniature redstone clock. I can come over here, hold right click on this middle bit. You can change how many ticks it releases a redstone signal. Just move it up and down. Drag it down here to seconds. So now every 2 seconds, it'll release a redstone pulse. Or if I invert it, it'll hold it. And you can also do it down here for minutes. This will be super useful for any farms that need anything technical like this, because you don't have to do it manually anymore. It's all done in a single block. Oh, and I almost forgot. We also have these brand new industrial iron windows and weathered iron windows. They look absolutely gorgeous. I cannot wait to throw these things in my factories, because look at that. It even tints the world around it. It just looks so cool. You got different colors on every side. It's awesome. They did an awesome job on this update. And with that said, that is everything in the brand new Create Update 6. There is tons of new stuff in this brand new update. I highly suggest you go and test it all out for yourself. Please let me know if you want any tutorials or any videos covering in depth on how any of these items work, like the item gauge or even the storage system. I actually have a video up already for the storage system if you want to know how that works. Go ahead and like and subscribe if you do want more in the future. But until next time, peace.